The spice must flow. That's correct. But everybody in the desert wears suits like that. So I thought
Makes
it would, like,
sense.
it could be a reference of some sort, but instead
I think it's
it was off.
because this entire world is kind of deserty. You know,
Yeah, yeah. All right. I like
everything
that
is a pillar.
it tells us these things about like the world building, but
Why would I
like
care?
why would you care? I don't care
Exactly.
about these things.
All I care
Doesn't
about
it have
is
like
the struggle of Will and Ava to defeat the Watchers. I don't care about fucking what powers the neutrino tubes.
yeah, I've noticed this a lot in like really cheap games is often they'll have like you can unlock concept art or background information about the world because like they didn't have the budget to make new things for you to unlock. So it's just like anything they produce, we'll just put it in there.
Oh,
So
oh, I know what this is. This is that one section of Half-Life that everybody hated where it gets thrown into a trash compactor.
I actually was thinking of the intro to Half-Life where you ride in a big monorail, but I guess there is the other part as well. Isn't
Oh,
that in Half-Life 2?
oh
Actually,
yeah, you
the trash
step
compactor bit?
into a thing. Like that was like the big twist that they did. Was that you step
Yeah.
into the thing that disarms you or whatever?
Right, that's in Half-Life 2 though.
Yeah, because you
Half-Life 1 has you ride the train to work and it's
yeah,
kind of like this.
this is
And then
a
everybody
terrible
wanted to
screen.
do that. Oh man.
One thing I keep wondering is that like in this time to show that a screen is a screen, you have to have chromatic aberration on it.
I always think about that when I play Alpha Protocol. It's like can't the CIA buy better screens than these? They look like crap. These aliens have not progressed past standard definition technology. It's
Mm-hmm.
really sad.
Oh,
I do
oh,
like
so the aliens know that we're gonna invent the nuke, and because the nuke is bad, we're gonna kill all the humans.
it's fair. It's a fair
Yeah, sure,
decision.
why not? It's just the entire plot to fucking Plan 9 from outer space. They're gonna.
Putting the ability to put like full motion video and well not just full motion video but recorded video on textures was actually something that was really kind of pioneered by Doom 3. That was one of their big like proud
Yeah.
moments in that release, and then it got really quickly duplicated by pretty much every other engine. But
Mm-hmm.
that was that was something they were very proud of in Doom 3 was that like you could actually interact with the screens and they could display movies and all this
Oh yeah,
stuff.
you could have
And
like fucking a cursor appear on your thing, like instead of your reticle.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And you could like
That
stand in
would,
front of a screen and then like move the mouse around or whatever. That was a big deal for them and they were very proud of that.
and then
But
they used it
now
to
it's
push one button. Like every screen would
right.
have one button for you to click on.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. But they also used the same technology for like all the monitors and stuff like that because they couldn't render like nowadays often it'll just render something to like a frame buffer and display it as a texture, but they got around the hardware need to do that by doing pre-recorded stuff and displaying it as textures, which was difficult to do, and they
Hmm.
came up with a way of doing it, but it feels very like now everybody does that, so it doesn't stand out. But yeah, it's weird to think about the fact that like Doom 3 was this great accomplishment of really
It
visual.
was. Like, if you
But
look at everything
technically,
coming out at the time and everything, like, in the 2 years since, it was an accomplishment. Like,
yeah, Doom 3 is a technical accomplishment. It's just not a good game, which is the problem. But
yeah. Well,
and it is,
I'll
but
tell you it. One thing that Doom 3 did that no other game can ever claim is that it did lead to the actual publishing of Prey.
I guess that's true.
You know, and
But
you could
it's
never take that away from Doom. It's the only
No, that's
engine and game that has Prey.
that's true. But it doesn't have the other Prey.
I was waiting
know-
for you to do something like that.
I mean, id Tech also gave us Brink. Remember that?
I'd prefer not to.
And the 2009 Wolfenstein, which is actually pretty good. So there's that. But then, yeah, like since then, id Tech has really not been particularly utilized, which is kind of unfortunate. It
The
looks
thing is,
really
John
good,
Romero
but-
keeps inventing ways for an engine to be stifling to actually making a game. So,
I don't think you mean John Romero. I think you mean
John
John
Carmack.
Cormack.
Sorry. Though
yeah, John Romero makes
is,
mobile games now. He
Uh,
makes like hidden object games and stuff, I think.
that's tragic.
But yeah, you know what's interesting? Actually, the Source engine, which most people have given up on, was actually used to make Titanfall 2.
Oh yeah.
It finally got used in something. They made Titanfall in it,
Wait,
but
Source
it's not on
engine?
Steam. Yeah, Source, the Valve engine. Source
okay.
2.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, they licensed it for Titanfall 2, but then it's not on Steam, so that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I think that's the that's the last game I've heard of that in a while. Actually using Portal, actually using Source for anything that wasn't like an in-house project at Valve.
Well, they kept improving it.
Yeah, but they improved it to use it in like Dota, and that's it.
Yeah. That's
Lots of games
fair.
used to use Source Engine for lots of things.
Yeah.
One of my favorite games, Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, is Source Engine.
Oh, that is a good kicking simulator. It's
That's
my
a good
second,
kicking game.
It's my second favorite kicking simulator. After
It's great.
Bulletstorm.
It's a great game. Bulletstorm is good, but I think Dark Messiah is better because you get a wider variety of places in which to kick people. So there's a quality there.
That
Sometimes you
is
kick
an
people off
important
of
quality.
cliffs. Sometimes you kick people into buildings, and then
A
the building falls
chandelier?
down.
A swinging
Yeah, it's
chandelier.
great.
That was a good set piece.
Yeah, that's a great game.
Huh.
And of course, Vampire was made in Source Engine, but
Oh,
they probably shouldn't have. They probably should have taken something else for that. Would have been wiser. But everything's made in Unity these days.
well, Unity made it easier to start off your project in Unity. Which
Yeah, and I mean, it does support releasing on pretty much anything
Yeah, it's just
that
a
you
button.
want to.
It's literally
Yeah.
just. I mean, okay, it's not just a
You gotta-
button, but
Yeah, because
in relative
adjust the
terms, it
controls
is a
and
button.
things, but yeah, you gotta adjust the control scheme, gotta adjust the graphical options and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
yeah, it makes it very easy to release on stuff. The problem is that I always think Unity games look really ugly. They don't have good like shading. The shadows always look really.
Oh yeah,
And-
one thing that I keep noticing is that, well, just in general, is that every time I watch the dev cycle for a Unity game, it pretty much
Yeah.
goes, "Oh wow, look at this thing we got mocked up." Oh, a year
That's-
later, every single effect we put into that mock-up, we had to rewrite.
Yep, we had to redo the bloom so it wouldn't look like crap. And we
Yeah.
had to redo the shadows so they wouldn't look
Look
like
like crap.
And yeah, we had to the bump mapping somehow looks bad. I don't know.
Mhm.
If you look at
The
Swear's new
controls
game,
also feel like crap, and
yes, the UI is bad.
oh yeah, there's
But-
okay. One thing is that the most popular third-party UI solution has been integrated into Unity.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
they
true.
bought it.
Yeah, the Good Life is being made in Unity, and I hope it's good, but you can tell because everything has that really ugly, noisy bump mapping that you can do in Unity really easily to make things not look like they're flat shaded, but it just makes them look like they're like lazily modified. It's really unfortunate, and I hope they change that. But I'm still excited for it. I think it'll be cool.
I mean, you say flat, don't you mean Gurad?
No, I mean like flat textures.
Oh.
Oh no! Like single color textures. Because that was what the original, when they showed the original shots of it, that's what it looked like, was it didn't have like a lot of texture mapping, it was just like flat color. Because it was supposed to be, first of all, it was supposed to be stylized, but also really cheap and easy to make, right? You know, that's a benefit of looking like that. But I guess they thought people didn't like that, so they just like ran a noise filter on the bump mapping of everything, and it looks really bad. It looks lame. It makes it look like a 2004 Eastern European.
Oh boy.
Which is not really the look you want. Yeah, that's not the look you want from a game. You don't want it to look like Exodus from the Earth.
Or... Oh, fuck. I mean, really, I don't know the names of a lot of Slavic made, like, early 2000s games.
Alpha Prime, there's that. You can always talk about that. You can talk about, what was it, Devastation? Is that the one? There's The Fall, which is an RPG, but it still has that look to it. Where it was like really cheap Bloom. Like, really ugly Bloom. But Bloom was cool, so we gotta put it in. And then, like, washed out textures. And everything's blue.
Oh, everything is blue.
Yeah. This game has a look to it. This is the look you want from a video game.
Yeah, if it's being made in the year 2010.
That's true. That's crazy that this is yeah, that's crazy. This is so much later than it seems. You know? It's like a throwback.
Well, this game did have a troubled development cycle, I guess.
That's true. They probably came up with a lot of stuff before then. It's like, there's a game on Steam now called Beckett, and it's not necessarily very good, but it feels like a throwback to a very specific thing, which is 1990s CD-ROM experiences, where it was like, everything has like crappy compressed like video, and it's all black and white, and there's lots of text because it's the future. You can do all this stuff on a CD-ROM now. And it has that feel to it, and I find that very, I find it cute. It's adorable.
Aww.
Where it was like, we're going to show that video games can be art, but in a 90s way. So everything's like a newspaper cutout.
Oh man, remember Mode?
Yeah, I do. Like that, yeah. Or like the Replacements when they did their, like Bad Day on the Midway, that kind of thing. It's like that, where it's like, this is very nostalgic in a way that I didn't think I ever would be for anything, but I guess I am. I guess I miss those things. I miss Christopher Lee Presents Ghosts, where Christopher Lee talks about ghost hunting equipment.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god, that thing's great. Maybe we should do that, but it's not subtitled. That's the problem. It's really hard to, like, display it, but...
Oh, damn.
Do you remember that video I had on YouTube of the guy talking about how he's just like the Ghostbusters? That's what that's from.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah. He built a gun to shoot ghosts with. And he says, like, this has protected me many times throughout my life.
Let's see, where am I going?
The classic ball from The Ball returns.
Oh!
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Vertical cover.
Yeah, they didn't really do it a lot.
Yeah, it was only in like a couple things, and now it's back.
Yeah.
Which is
and
great.
like, they didn't even really signpost it.
Yeah, and they didn't really utilize it that much either, which is...
Yeah.
It's weird. It feels like... It's like if you played Watch Dogs. There's a bunch of stuff in Watch Dogs where you can tell they just...
That was never used again.
Yeah, like where you can tell they made it in like the long development hell of the game, and so they kind of just said, just put it in there.
Oh, we gotta
right?
have it. We made it already.
Right.
Can't put that lost money to waste.
Exactly. Metal Gear Solid did that a couple times too, where like they would put other Konami PlayStation 2 like tech demos in the game as a dream
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
the vampire thing.
There was the vampire thing.
And
There's
then
a
you learn about
skateboarding thing.
Sigurd's phobia of what was it? A shit tank that turns everything to shit.
Yes.
Man,
There's
that
also a
was
skating
such...
minigame in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Well, that
where
was
you can
like, that was an actual series that they had. It's just it wasn't
That's
big.
true. Yeah, it wasn't very big, so they put it in there. And you can skate around the big shell and have a good time.
Yeah, to fucking what was it? A ska version of the Metal Gear Solid theme.
Yes, yes, and it's fantastic.
That is
really
definitely a
good.
thing. Man.
Metal Gear Solid 2 was a good game. I feel like it's trendy now to say that Metal Gear Solid 2 is overrated or something.
Oh
but I
no,
don't
it's
know.
becoming trendy to accept that it's before its time.
Oh, well good. That's great.
Yeah. And
I
like...
thought it was before its time, before it was cool to think that.
Well, that's because, you know, this we have hit its time now.
Yeah, now we're in its time, so we've made it.
Because, like, a lot of it says in, like, the big shell is just, like, everybody's in these bubbles, and then nobody says the truth.
Correct. And it's about how you can make algorithms that will just promote news that people want to hear and control what they think, which is what is happening in real life. Yeah. So in that way, it's very prescient. And also, Raiden's really funny. I know people think he's lame, but that's why he's so funny
Well,
in that game.
the thing is, he was specifically designed to attract the female market, which...
Was that successful? I have no idea. Did ladies like Raiden?
I don't know.
But
You know what?
he is...
I should probably ask some ladies of the man-liking persuasion.
That's fair. That's a good point. Although he is very
because
feminine,
I am neither a
suppose.
lady nor man-liking, so you know.
I just think like he's so preposterous.
Yeah, he's got the pretty hair. He gets naked at one point, and you can do the
He does.
little flippy do.
Yeah, he just flips and he covers him. He covers himself while he's doing cartwheels. It's pretty funny. And then he has a katana,
Well, I mean-
and it's great.
Well, I mean, he doesn't want you looking at his junk.
That's exactly right.
But then,
And
like,
Rose-
why would he
Rose
know
talks
without you
about
looking
how-
at it?
I don't know. And then Rose like complains that he doesn't cook properly, and it's great. She's like, "You burned the roast, Raiden. I can't believe you."
Rose,
Well,
please.
he's being
I'm
attacked
trying to
by
save the
vampires. Yes, the president is here.
Rose, I don't care about the Chrysler building.
Yeah, Rose, I'll hang up a poster on my wall later, okay?
We can have it be of King Kong.
Yeah, we'll talk about monster movies. We'll do it later. And then in Metal Gear Solid 4, she leaves him, but it was all a plot by the Patriots, so it's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4 is not it's not my favorite. Some people like it, but
Oh, we're back here.
oh, okay.
I'm sure I could find a place to cut. You know, like here.
Yeah, I'm sure it's yeah, that's fine.
Let's see.
You just need to like do a crossfade or maybe fade to black or something.
Oh, a star
It'll be
wipe.
fine.
I'm gonna do a star wipe. I'm gonna have to learn to do a star wipe because fades are actually more easy in Sony Vegas.
You could do a clock wipe. That'd be good. I like clock
Ooh.
wipes.
Oh man, clock wipes. You know what? the greatest thing that Star Wars gave us is wacky wipes. Just in
Yeah,
general.
they're great. All the wipes in Star Wars are great.
Yeah. Well, none of them are clock wipes, none of them are star wipes, but like they wipe sideways, which I like that.
Yeah. I remember I saw a 3D movie once, though, that used a sideways wipe, and it was very unpleasant to look at because
Wow.
it did not work well. It was like you were looking at like two different things in the same place. It was very unpleasant.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed that like I've worn those two color 3D glasses like
Yeah.
in a normal space, and what I kept noticing is that my vision would flip between those two colors.
Yeah,
Like,
depending
really
on which eye is
rapidly.
dominant. Yeah.
Like I would see green and then red, but in very, very, very quick succession.
Yeah, that's why it works.
Yeah, but like it would flip between them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry if
Yeah,
I keep...
because your vision, your brain emphasizes one eye over the other, but it changes. And if they see very different things, then it can have that effect.
Wow.
Some people have one eye that's dominant, and so they will kind of generally emphasize that one over the other one, but that's just sort of how it works.
Maybe I'm just weird.
Maybe so.
I mean,
Maybe
I'll
you're born
accept
with
that.
it.
Maybe it's Maybelline. I love this bazooka, by the way. It's really good.
Yeah. I was going to say I'm excited for Pillars of Eternity 3 is coming out in a couple days, but by the time this video is up, it will already have been out. So
Probably,
I guess
yeah.
I'll say I'm very excited to have begun playing the game in the future of this, in the
Haven't you-
past of this future video.
Haven't you been watching the LP? There's timestamps on every single video. Which
Yeah, I have, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
I don't... They'll already know whether it's good or not, so I don't know. Maybe it'll be good.
Maybe they
I'm
won't
excited.
know. Maybe they haven't played it yet.
That's fair. That's fair. I think it looks cool. You get to be a pirate, which is exciting.
Ooh, I approve.
And that's pretty much all there is to say about that. There's a pirate in it. You get a boat instead of a castle, so that's cool.
Well,
And there's naval combat and stuff. I think it could be good.
oh look, it's this prefab. Where you go down a ramp,
Oh,
and then
nice.
there's two exits.
Yes, I know. Yeah, it's been in a couple levels.
Yeah.
Man,
Let's
I was thinking
see.
about, you remember, like, one of the Halo games had a level editor like that, where you could
Oh,
put
yeah.
prefabs together.
I think it's called Hammer.
Yeah, that's right. You could design your own, like, prefab levels.
Mm-hmm.
And we would always, like, put a giant platform up in the sky and then fight on that. So if you fell off, it took you a while to hit the ground and get back.
Oh hey, it's a 10, and he killed a whole bunch of robots.
Sweet. Gotta go.
Yeah. Well, we've got to go at a reasonable pace. Oh,
Gotta amble fast.
oh, look at all these robot corpses. You know, this is environmental storytelling.
Yeah, it's
can't
like
wait
it's
to see
leading up to
those,
some big conflict.
I
There's a
can't
big
wait to
climax
see
coming up.
fucking two skeletons hugging on a bed.
Have you been playing Fallout 3 again? Is that what you've been doing? Why does Bethesda put skeletons everywhere?
Because it's been 200 years since the apocalypse and nobody cleaned up.
Sometimes there's skeletons, like, reaching out to doors that are open. Like, just go through it. You aren't trapped. Why is there a skeleton here?
Because this man knows how to play chess.
Do you think they watched The Matrix?
Yes. I think this very scene is just The Matrix.
Well, no, it is, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, except there's no spoon.
there's no spoon.
Yeah, there's literally no spoon. Oh, man.
That's what they were talking about. They were talking about Dark Void. When
Yeah,
there
we're
wouldn't
gonna
be a
take out the spoon.
Yes.
Fuck. I did not expect to be referencing There's No Spoon in the year of our Luigi 2018.
I don't care. Matrix is still good. It's a good movie. Good action
Yeah.
film. Made by the Wachowskis.
Yeah.
Yep.
By the way, the red pill is a simile for transitioning, just so you know.
Uh,
Just
Well, what
so
does it mean,
everybody
Neo?
watching this knows.
what?
Oh,
I
nothing.
don't understand. I
It's
actually
nothing.
couldn't
Don't worry
remember
about
which pill Neo takes. I don't remember. I guess it's maybe the red one. Whatever. But
It's whichever one makes him more like Alice, you know, because he's Alice.
oh, just like Resident Evil.
Yeah, and what was that game? Far Cry 3?
Yeah, Far Cry 3. Let's not talk about Far Cry 3. Let's
No.
just never do that.
Yeah.
What if we
Well-
made a game that satirizes racism by just being really racist?
Yeah. So, wait, how are they here if they did nothing to their anti-air capability? Or was everybody in this prison somehow? Oh, well. We're gonna fight a whole bunch of turrets and
You know,
Hubcaps.
I just had a funny thought.
What?
This 1940s adventure Unreal Engine game did not get a trilogy, but you know what did? Adam's Venture.
Again?
I'm just saying. That got
You
a
are
trilogy.
just
What's that
saying.
about? I'm just saying. There
Maybe
were three
this
of
game
them.
should have had more Christian undertones and
There should have been,
overtones.
yeah, he should have learned more about Jesus.
Will needs Jesus. A quote by Crow, 2018. I
But I do kind of wish they do more, like 1940s is a cool setting.
yeah.
I think, or the 30s, you know, that kind of stuff. That's cool. But people
Yeah,
always
you
seem to
could
want to
do
do
a lot
more
with
too
this.
with it. Yeah. I guess LA Noir is, when is that set? That's like the...
It's like right after the
20s?
war.
Oh yeah, it's like... Oh, that's right,
Yeah,
because he was
yeah.
in the war. I
Yeah, he
forgot,
was in
yeah.
the war and he hid in a hole
know.
and then he's a war hero despite
Right.
hiding in
It's
a
got-
fucking hole.
It was kind of important. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the late 40s. But,
Yeah.
like, we need more, like adventure stuff and noir stuff and all those things like that. Those are cool things.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since Uncharted's gone, so we don't have that anymore. Someone else should take up the reins.
Let's see. Where... I'm seeing
Stay
a
on
blip on my
target.
radar and I'm chasing it and oh, I think I found it. This guy
Stay
is
on
way
target.
out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, stay on target. Again?
Yes. Stay on target.
Yeah, stay on target, Porkins.
Didn't work out for Porkins. Poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy.
Rest in peace, Porkins.
I
When is
can't
Porkins
bel-
getting his standalone film?
You know, I just want a sequel to the Star Wars Pod Racer game, and one of the guys could be Porkins.
That's true. Stay on target, damn it.
Yes, look, I'm trying. I'm definitely trying.
All you had to do, CJ, was stay on target. That's all.
Fuck you, Big Smoke. You're a buster.
Porkins, a Star Wars story, will be in theaters in 2027. Followed by Sebulba, a Star Wars tale.
Hmm.
Do you think there'll ever be any prequel-based stuff in the new Star Wars? We'll get a Jar Jar movie. What do you think?
Look, I already told you, I just want another Pod Racer game. That's all I want. That's all I fucking want. I just want to be 4 feet off the ground at 600 miles per hour,
Right.
just like
to do
the
some
back of the box.
Yeah. Gotta try spinning.
That's a good trick.
It's a good trick. Yeah. That was a good game. They put it on GOG recently on Good Old Games.
Oh yeah,
brought
the
it
racer, right?
Yeah,
That's what
Pod
you're
Racer.
talking about. Yeah.
Yep.
And
But
LGR did a sponsored video on it.
I can't imagine that they'll ever do any more prequel stuff, so there probably will be no more pod racing.
Ah, man. I can't wait for them to do a remake in 20 years. And, like, the front of the box just says, like, the title and the words, now this is pod racing.
I want them to do like the reboot thing where it's just the title again but shorter, so it'll just be pod racing and it won't say anything else on the box. That's all.
Pod racing, a Star Wars story.
A Star Wars story, yeah.
Ava, what the heck are you doing? Are we gonna have to... What? No. No!
That
Well,
also
come on!
is
For once
very
in
much
your...
like the prequels. Remember
What?
that?
What?
When Anakin fell down a hole and they had to catch him?
Oh, yeah. That was in a movie
Or
that was released before this.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And for
As
once
was-
in his fucking life, Will did something worthwhile.
Thank you, Will. It's a difficult balance to make like the questionable adventurer guy likable, because you can make him too much of an asshole and then you kind of have problems.
Mm-hmm.
But if you make him not enough of an asshole, then he's boring. So it's difficult. The Saboteur did it by just making him Irish, so that alleviated all problems.
And also by having a guy who had already done an Irish accent do a worse Irish accent.
That's exactly right. Oh, now they're having a drinking competition, I guess.
You know
Why
what?
not?
I like that. These are the worst drunk people. And I like that in a pre-major production of Plastic era, they had a plastic ring.
I really thought that like that was where they had gone to from this scene. They're just like, let's just go get drunk. Like, I guess it was a flashback, but I think that would have
It
been
was a-
better. If they
It was
had
a
just like,
flashback to a cube that had a table and 2 chairs.
right.
Oh, and a
That's
cement
right.
texture.